I like your hat. Heavensturn Trivia. Oh. The Heavy Bugio wishes to test your knowledge of Heavensturn customs. I mean, since I've been at this game for so long, I should be able to know quite a few trivia facts, so let's see. And we'll get a new minion. The Great White Tsushinoko. Lightfully squidgy and a veritable fountain of good fortune to boost. Oh, cutscene. My, you look ready for all manner of adverse journeys and feats of valor. An adventurer perchance? Yep. I just noticed the glasses over the mask look a bit silly. Pray forgive my idle speculation. I am known as the Heavy Bugio, and along with my fellow delegates, I've come to these shores that we might share our Heavensturn custom with the fine folk of Eorzea. Both our peoples mark the turning of one year to the next, but how we do so differs in a few key respects. In Eorzea tradition, the 12 chose one of their number to guide the realm throughout the coming year. The Far East, however, custom dictates the honor one of the 12 noble beasts. This year's totem is none other than the Heavy, although the term snake might be more familiar to yours in years. Where I hail from, this oft reviled creature represents longevity and regeneration, owing to the miraculous manner in which the Heavy emerges anew time and time again after shedding its skin. That many more may benefit from the noble beast's blessings, my fellow delegates and I have devised that we hope will be an entertaining little event. I present to you the I present to you the natural slithery trivial trial. There we go. I thought it would be a Japanese word, but it's actually English. Excuse me. Partitions will wend their ways snake-like through the city streets and answer the questions posed by the trivia taskmasters they encounter. Okay, let's see. I have bid my sisters, the 3 Ebi Yoriki, await their charges at certain locations throughout Limsa. And she's sleeping? On the job? Don't look very interested in doing that. As for you, adventurer, I urge you to seek them out and put your knowledge of Far Eastern customs to the test. And rest assured that an auspicious prize is yours for the taking should you succeed. Consider it a means of stocking up on good fortune before your next foray out into the world. How about it? Have I piqued your interest? Sure, let's go. Let's see if my knowledge of the previous years still holds true. This little event of ours is first and foremost about prompting insights and understanding. To that end, should you find yourself stumped during the quiz, simply say so and my sisters will provide a helpful hint. The first quizmaster you shall face is the eldest of my younger sisters, the Blue Ebi Yoriki. You'll find her a short distance north of here. Pray shed your misgivings and venture forth. Anything else for me to say? I just have to go to... Okay. To her over there. Tally-ho! The bracing ocean air, the hustle and bustle. What a glorious or marvelous place. I do hope my dear sisters and I get a chance to do some sightseeing. I hope so too. Ah, I keep getting caught up in the charms of this fair city. I have a question for you. Slithery trivial trial contender, let me see. Ready? As you are no doubt aware, the snake is considered a most auspicious creature in my native Ingashi. But what blessing can one hope to receive from the humble Heavy? Oh, let's see. Well, as she just said, it should be... Actually, good health and fair fortune both works, I would say. Let's go with fair fortune. Wonderful, simply wonderful. Snakes are indeed said to be bringers of fortune. By the way, there exists one scale skin in particular known to lavish extra helpings of luck on those who encounter it. The Tsuchinoko. Where other serpents are sleek and slender, Tsuchinoko is broad and bulbous. Alas, few have ever laid eyes upon its decidedly unsnake-like form. Tsuchinoko, is she talking about the scree? Big serpent? Anyhow, that brings my section of the quiz to an end. You'll find my younger sister, the Yellow Abbey, Yoriki... Is that the same name? Ah, that's not a name, that's a term for what they are. Yellow Abbey Yoriki. By the Drowning Wench. Pay her a visit for the next round of the Slithery Trivia trial. Lucky, that was a bit of a guess. Okay, now I remembered I wanted to unequip the glasses because it looked a bit silly. Are you asleep on the job? By the kami, the city is absolutely packed with people. It is enough to send you dizzy. Do you have a question for me? Give me a moment, contender. You're aware that the snake is a symbol of luck, yes? Well, some snakes are luckier than others, and they happen to have one thing in common. Their color. Oh, really? Any guess as to what that might be? I mean, I was wondering about that myself and I couldn't really find an answer before starting the stream. Most snakes depicted in the pictures that I did see for this new year are white. Also, my helmet is white, by the way. So it should be white, but I really don't know why it's white. Maybe she will tell me. Very good, white is the correct answer. White snakes are rare, mystical creatures, hence the association with good fortune. But when it comes to rarity and mystique, there is one snake that deserves a special mention. The elusive Great White Tsuchinoko. Ah, here we go. In times past, people would pray to the lucky serpent in the hope of receiving its blessing. In the past 100 years or so, though, there hasn't been a single recorded sighting of the creature. Its existence is all but a fable these days. Anyway, you have just one question left. Head to the Bismarck to see my little sister, the red heavy Yoriki. Didn't really give me an answer why it's white. Just that it's rare, okay. Ah, what heavenly smells. Ah, that's why she's looking that way. I must remember to visit the Bismarck and pick up a few tasty treats for my sisters. There you are, contender. I've been waiting for you. I hope you're ready for the last question. I am. I assume you heard all about how we Far Easterners used to revere the Great White Tsuchinoko, yes? I'm guessing my sister also told you how there's been narious sighting for over a century now. A crying shame, I tell you. Still, the people of Hingashi, being the resourceful people they are, found a suitable surrogate to pay respect to during Heavensturn. Any ideas as to what they might have turned to? Oh? Let's think, what could it be? Are there any... There's nothing here that could give it away. It probably isn't a Moogle, it should be rice cakes, right? That's the only feasible solution, I would say. The mochi. Rice cakes, precisely. To be honest with you, I'm surprised Norzia would even have an inkling. Color me impressed. When I say cake, you're probably thinking of something nice and light, but the rice cakes we decorate our homes with during Heavensturn in Hingashi are rock hard. Oh, really? Not squishy? We take one pebbly hard rice cake and stack it on top of another. You have to use your imagination a little, but they're supposed to look like the Great White Tsuchinoko itself. Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of the Slithery Trivia trial. Thanks for taking part. that wasn't too bad. We can't forget your prize now, can we? For your efforts, a gift born of the finest painstaking Hingashi craftsmanship. And it'll be all yours in a matter of moments. Hold on, yeah, the chests were pretty empty when I looked into them before. Last, I could have sworn we'd had plenty left. Under normal circumstances, you would be walking away with an exquisite white Tsuchinoko ornament, positively overflowing with good fortune. But surrounded by all these enticing scents, I completely forgot to restock. My big sister is going to be livid. Don't worry. Oh. That's a pretty squishy one. Oh. Seems there was one left after all. Phew. Sorry about all that. Anyhow, it's all yours. Oh, and it's impertinent to even ask, I know, but could I trouble you to tell my sister, the happy Bugio, I mean, that I've run out of prizes? I would happily fetch more myself, but I ought to stay here just in case a trivial challenger shows up. So, can I count on you? Yeah, sure. Much obliged. May the Kami guide you. Let's see, stripping my key items, there we go. White Tsuchinoko ornament, awarded upon completion of the slithery trivial trial. This suspiciously squishy Far Eastern ornament is supposed to represent the revered Great White Tsuchinoko. Okay. Am I to understand that my sister allowed prize supplies to run out and asked you to report this fact to me in her stead? Yes. Clearly my efforts at this, why is that word so hard for me? Disciplining her have fallen short of the mark. I must redouble my efforts. Please accept my sincere apologies. I shall send someone along forthwith to replenish our stocks. And that's the pretty squashed down one. Oh, what have you here? Did you perhaps drop your prize? I didn't. Oh. Mochi, mochi. But by the Kami! Our prizes may be exquisitely crafted, but they are mere ornaments. They do not possess the faculty of speech or locomotion, I can assure you. Which leads me to think, could this be the fabled Great White Tsuchinoko of yore, unseen and unheard for generations? To think I would live to see the day, what a wonderful auspicious occasion this is. Auspicious occasion. But I must say it is passing strange that the Great White Tsuchinoko should appear in Eorzea of all places. Perhaps it found its way on board our delegation's vessel before we set sail? Perhaps you would be willing to take the creature with you on your journey? I mean, gladly. Of course, for our delegation, the Sacred Serpent's coming is an event of great historical importance. Yeah, I mean, if it is such a great event, why would you want to give it to me? Nevertheless, we cannot discount the notion that the Great White Tsuchinoko chose to appear before you in particular, that you might benefit from its blessing. Besides, it appears quite taken with you. No screep but Mochi? Mochi, yep. I'll gladly take a new Mian. Before I forget, I should point out that the Omikuji are available to draw for the rest of the Heavensturn season. It may prove to be a delightful distraction ere matters great and small call you to the road once again. Not that you need fear drawing a less than encouraging fortune. Nay, with the great white Tsuchinoko at your side, you are sure to overcome any hardships that come slithering your way. I am looking forward to drawing my fortune for the next year. You have my heartfelt thanks for joining in with this humble endeavor of ours. May the hallowed abbey guide you on the path of fortune till the heavens turn once again. That was a quick event this year. Must say last year's event was much larger. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be such a huge year all the time. Such a huge event every year. That's what I want to say. There it is. The great white Tsuchinoko, initially thought to be a mere ornament, the Abbey Bugio was just as surprised as you were when this squat snake-like creature began to move of its own accord. Revered in the Far East as a serpentine bringer of luck, it must have wriggled on board a ship bound for the shores of Limsa. Let's see, what does it say? Mochi. That's cute. So then, fortune for the new year. Last year I had a small fortune, and last year was more or less okay. Some good parts and some not so good parts. Let's see what this year will hold for me. Greetings, my friend. I deal in Omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Let's go and draw one. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. I will only do one because I want to stay true to what it tells me. Let's go. Very good, I shall be happy to oblige. So first you draw the number that then corresponds to one of the drawers. That's how it goes, I believe. And I got... oh, fair fortune. Thou shalt experience moderate fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventures, stay true to thyself, and the way shall open for thee. Now it's old-timey English. Relationships, where words fail to convey thy feelings, gestures may yet succeed. By the way, can I make this slightly larger? Just so... ooh, that's a bit big. I would say that's good. Prosperity. Now is an auspicious time to find a new home. Seize the opportunity. I don't want to find a new home. I'm actually quite happy where I am right now. I mean, that's the sight out of my window, so it looks pretty nice outside. Conflict. Neglect not thy provisions, and victory shall be thine. And favor. Be wise like unto the scholar, and thou shalt find a way to overcome misfortune. Yeah, that's a fair fortune. Quite happy with my draw. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. And now you tie it to the string, but it will come true. If you want, you can also keep it. I think that's optional, this part, in the original tradition. Oh, these two were part of the quest, I think 2 or 3 years before. I built a little Easter egg. The fable the delegates speak of resembles the snake worship once prevalent in my birthplace. Of course, the people ultimately turned against their guardian serpent and came to view me as nothing more than a malevolent beast. It hardens me to see that the great white Tsushinoko still inspires awe and reverence. Perhaps its own abundant fortune saved it from a similar fate to mine. I wonder if there are more Eastereggs around. Oh, sisters are here now. Shouldn't you be on your stands? Oh wait, there are not. Now they are male aura. Oh wait, that's Rowena. Didn't know this before. I got some time before my next meeting. Figured I would give this slithery trivial trial a shot. Heard there's a lucky little something waiting at the end of the quiz too. Claiming something bestowed good fortune, well that's hardly something you can prove, right? But folks have been lining up to get their hands on a prize. Which got me thinking, clearly there's a demand for lucky bits and bobs if I get the word out that my goods magically help with money woes or something to that effect. People will happily hand over an extra gill or two. I'll be raking it in. Always the nose for the next big hit in terms of money making. Because of that I do now wonder who else will be at the other two places. Pudding way! And all Loprits. This is tough. Those Far Eastern rice cakes look absolutely delightful. Apparently they're hard as pebbles though. I was expecting something squishier if I'm completely honest with you. I also heard about a scrumptious treat called rice pudding. All these rice-based delicates. It's an exciting new frontier of dessert discovery. Never change. Never change, Pudding Way.